Hello followers and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft, and in today's episode we're going to be going on a journey, a quest if you will, and we are going to be trying to find some of the new items, blocks and flowers in the game. So let's head out. It's a brand new day. I've just slept in the bed, I've got all of my tools and equipment, brought a saddle with me in case we run into any horses, got some bone meal to collect flowers. And I think I've pretty much got everything that I want. I've got some wood with me, food, my tools, my armor, so I think we're going to be pretty good to go. So I think we haven't really been over this way, so I think that we should start by going this way and see what we run into. So I do know that there is a plains off in that direction. We actually came from that direction. If you keep going that way, you will reach a mushroom island and then back to my little island. But that would be pretty tricky to find, but it is that way. So I've kind of seen a lot of what's over that way. I do believe, if my memory serves, there is a sunflower plains over there, so we definitely want to go and get some sunflowers pretty soon. But for right now, I do want to check out what's over here, as I haven't been over here yet. Would you look at that? There's a lava pool right there, and I dug all the way to bedrock for one. Oh dear. A pretty cool looking overhang right here. Got a zombie in it. I'll see you later, buddy. You're gonna burn and jerk if you come outside. So I wonder what's over this way then. If there's not much, I'm not gonna go sailing anywhere, I don't think. I don't really want to go sailing right now. There's some iron there. Not too bothered about that though. But as I was saying, I don't want to go sailing anywhere because then I'm liable to get lost. I want to kind of stick to the same continent if I can. But again, that will depend on what we see, but I don't want to lose my base at this point. I've just kind of got the zombie grinder set up there. I'm beginning to settle down, so I don't want to lose it all again so quickly. Is iron around? I'm not really looking for ores, though, it has to be said. So I don't think there is actually all too much over here, honestly. I think it's just kind of just a little bit of extreme hills. There is a forest though over here, which is pretty cool looking. Or is that just an island? It might just be an island. Sugarcane, that's one thing that we need that we haven't got. Sugarcane. So we'll collect this. I'm going to try and leave things as natural as I can. There's the tiger back over there through the river. I have got some basic farms going since the last episode, just to get some food going, as I am running pretty low. It looks like that is a little island, so I'm not going to venture off over there. So what do we got over this way? I'm hopefully going to run into some new biomes. That's the aim of this quest, and it may be longer than this episode. We may go on a multiple episode long quest. We'll just have to see on that. There's more sugarcane over this way. Plenty of sheep. That's one thing I've noticed. In Extreme Hills, there's just a ton of sheep. But it's pretty cool, though. Nice to have a good supply of wool easily. So what do we got up here? Not too much, it looks like. We'll see. Ah, this is one of those stone cliff beaches. Oh, it says it's Extreme Hills M. This is supposedly, I think anything with M in it is pretty rare, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we should try and climb up a little higher. Extreme Hills are definitely a lot different to what they used to be. Like now they have more gravel and dirt and stone actually than they did before, and they are no longer kind of forced to generate into a peak. They sort of have flat areas as well, which I quite like, honestly. I'm glad that they chose to do that. Extreme Hills kind of were a difficult biome to work with before, but now they're a lot easier and a lot better to work with. I didn't bring any wool, did I? So we're going to have a little bit of trouble if it gets towards night time. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going to go on a clay collecting mission at the moment. I'm probably going to do that off camera because we have a river right next to the cabin, so we don't have to worry too much about that. I think we're actually going to end up sort of making our way around to the sunflower plains anyway, by the looks of things. Because we are in a plains biome now. Yeah, there it is, right there. I knew I recalled seeing some somewhere, and it was right here. So we're going to pick up a sunflower or two, and we're going to continue heading in a direction. Now, I know that it's ocean over that way. This is the way we came in to this area. So I remember passing through here. Can you bone meal these? Yes, you can. I seem to remember that you could. And you get, yeah, 2 yellow dye, so you can get infinite yellow dye from these just by bone mealing them, which I think is pretty cool, honestly. I do want to find the rose bush, the peony, and I think the other one is the lilac, the 2 high bushes. So we're going to have to do a little bit of searching to find that. But hopefully, there's some rose bushes, so we can go and grab those. And we will head over here. Here's some horses, so we could... I'm just going to take one of those this time round instead of bone mealing them. So let me see. What do we got up here? I'll come back for those horses. I'm just kind of looking around at the moment. There's some peonies. So we can get one of those. There we go. And there's some lilac. We found all the 2 high flowers. There we are. So we got those. And oh, here's some wolves. I don't have any bones on me. Oh yeah, they like steak. I wondered why they were all looking at me like that then. Let me see here. What else have we got? More rose bushes. Interesting. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody left the tap running behind me after using it, which is not very nice. Honestly, it's distracting, so I had to go and turn that off. So, ooh, we've got an interesting mountain formation up this away. Let's see if we can see anything cool with this. This is going to be quite hard to navigate, honestly. We'll just have to see how this one rolls. But yeah, we've got each of the 2 high ones. I would like to get some bones and tame a wolf. I've never done that before, so I would like to have a go. I've done it, obviously I've done it before in the game, but I've never done it in this world, is what I'm trying to say. Up we go. Oh. And straight back down into a deep pit once again, which is not fun for anyone. What direction are we heading in? We're heading north. Okay. I don't know what is really over this way, honestly. This is a nice looking area with, oh, look at that. That looks pretty nice. With the falls. But, I've already got a base. But it is nice just to see some different sights as we, go on this quest. See what I mean? Sheep everywhere. Can never get enough sheep. I mean, I could kill them for wool, and I may do that. Unfortunately, I need to just to pass the night. I don't want to try and travel at night because it is a bit of a pain. So, sorry, sheep. I don't like to do it, but I did leave without any wool. I don't even think I have any wool, honestly. I'm gonna get a crafting table. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. There we are. We'll get that down, and we'll get some wool, and we'll make a bed. Stars are out, so we can jump into bed. There we go. And let's continue on. We'd like to see what is beyond the extreme hills. I've just got to be careful I don't get lost. Because if I get lost, then I probably won't ever find my way back. It's just a little cabin in the middle of nowhere. But it looks as if we've hit ocean again, which is a darn shame. We just seem to be on a smallish continent, which is proving to be a problem. Yeah, seems to be just ocean that way. But we'll continue on. We haven't been, I don't think we've been east, we've been west, but we've not been east, although this is more taiga this way, so I don't think it's the same taiga. We've travelled too far for that. So let's head in this direction, see what we can see. There we go. So I wonder if this is just straight into oh no, this is regular ocean, but it looks the same as deep ocean. It's just that the height limit on it is different. Honestly, I kind of miss the clay in the ocean. I can see why they removed it, because of the mesa biome being added. But clay, well, the mesa biome, which contains the clay, is pretty darn rare, honestly. And the only place you can now really easily get clay is in things like ponds and rivers, which is a little bit of a pain. I mean, it's workable, but it's not great. That's the best way I can put it. And more wolves on the prowl. Brown mushrooms. I don't own any brown mushrooms actually, so that might be worth getting a couple. I do know that there is a red mushroom right by where I live, so we can get that when we get back. We can have access to the mushrooms. More sugar cane that I don't need. Huh. That's a bit weird underwater. Nothing too much here. Yeah, it could look a bit like that all you want. Not giving you a steak, that's for sure. Alright, so we've got a reasonable sized lake here. This would be good to do some clay hunting in, that's for sure. I'm going to keep continuing on for now, though. This is all things that I can come back to in the future, because I've not sailed anywhere. That's the key thing. If I'd sailed somewhere, then potentially it's very hard to find your way back. But if you're on foot, then you probably haven't gone all that far. See, now we're heading south again. And we're probably not all that far away. We're probably within a couple hundred blocks of my cabin. It's just that I haven't done much exploring in this new area. A little bit of a river here, nothing too significant. Might find a mega tiger, that would be pretty cool. Didn't bring my silk touch with me though, so I would have to note down where it was so that I could come back with my silk touch and get the pod sol. Honestly though, I don't know what I would do with it. I think it's more just of a decorative block than anything else. But it is cool. I do like pod sol. Look at that, just two little trees on an island, all on its own. Pretty cool to see the actual spruce trees on there though. So we'll continue on here. There we go. And there's lots of caves and little things lying around, nothing too significant. Back into extreme hills again, it looks this way. So we'll have to see what lies beyond this. But I think that we've struck a big sort of continental mass of forest, extreme hills, that kind of thing. I would like to try and find a savanna and a roofed forest to get access to the two new sapling types so that we can get the new wood if we decide we want to do something with that. But it doesn't look like that's going to be easily accessible from where we are. Just more extreme hills. Extreme hills everywhere. Let's just see what this has in front of us now that we're on a kind of flat area. Yep, looks like more ocean, unfortunately, which is not great. Let's see. Yup, looks that way. Yep, ocean. So we're gonna have to turn back. And we'll continue on what is sort of west now. We've turned around and ended up going west. So we'll keep going west. I think we've just done a great big circle around my cabin and kind of just explored the continent that we're on. And that's going to be it, I think, in this area for sure. But you never know. That overhang looks familiar. Is that the one we saw earlier? It might well be. It looks like it. I think we've just gone full circle. And we're getting towards being back now. I'm not sure though, I could be wrong. Let's see. Some cows here. So what does that leave us with? We haven't been west much. That's the only way that we haven't really been. We've been north. We've been north in every direction pretty much. That's pretty cool in there. Oh, a dungeon. I didn't happen to see that. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. What type of dungeon is it? It's a zombie. Let's see what this has. Oh, name tags, iron horse armor, gunpowder. Pretty neat stuff. I'll make sure that I know that that's there. Is that another dungeon down there, or is that just where... Well, obviously the zombie couldn't have spawned from a spawner that far away. Doesn't look like it, just looks like it was a dark cave. So we found a dungeon, which is pretty cool. Got some name tags. If I happen to tame a wolf, I'll probably use a name tag. Now that I have 4 of them, and we can name our pets at long last. That was a pretty neat suggestion for 1.6. So let's see what's over this way. I don't know, but I think that we're pretty close to the cabin again. We've sort of kind of done a giant circle of everything because there's a tiger this way. I keep taking fall damage from the steep cliffs, which is not doing me any favors. Let's see. I'm gonna attempt to head this way, and I think I'm gonna run into the cabin again. And if so, that's not too much of an issue, but we will have to go in a different direction for another exploration, which is, depending on how you look at it, could be good, could be bad. Let's see. Actually, this might not be where I think it is. Nice snow-capped mountains there. Wait a moment now. I don't recognize those horses, so I also don't remember seeing these different tulips here either. I may have been this way, but I don't think so. There's this ravine here. I don't think I remember a ravine. Let me take a look. Wait, I think I remember this. Yeah, this is the ravine that doesn't really have anything in it. We're not far away, I don't think. I think that we're more off in that general direction. We may have just come in from a different angle to where we just were. Some horses there. But now we're fading off into a forest. There's a tiger over this way. Baby horse there. Let's try and get up high. I mean, there's the beginnings of a tiger biome here. So I think that this is our tiger over this way. But we'll have to see. I haven't tamed a horse yet, and I'm kind of avoiding using them for the moment because this terrain isn't very well suited to them. Here's that sheep. Now this is beginning to look more familiar. May be wrong, but this seems familiar to me for some reason. But then again, all tigers look the same most of the time. So we'll just have to analyse that. And try not to get completely turned around in the process. It is beginning to get towards night time again, so we're going to have to keep an eye out on the time. The stars are beginning to come out, so I'm going to jump in the bed once again. And let's see what we got on the brand new day. Through the trees. It looks as if we are breaking out of the tiger again and into more extreme hills. And ocean. More ocean. Seems that we are surrounded by ocean on all sides, which it doesn't worry me, but it means that the way that I explore is going to have to change, because I'm going to have to sail somewhere, so I'm going to have to stick pretty much to one direction if I'm going to be able to succeed in getting my way back. This area doesn't look very familiar, so I think we aren't in the same tiger any longer. Because my tiger wasn't really near an ocean biome. I came inland from an ocean biome. Now, if I run into any new biomes, then I definitely know that we are nowhere near where I was, because I've only seen plains, tiger, and extreme hills thus far. Wait, is this the overhang that I saw? Yes, it is. That is my overhang. So, if that is the case, then my cabin should be in this general direction, if I remember correctly. Or, yeah, because it came up on my left, so it definitely has to be this way. So, I think we've found everything that I could have found, bar obviously the horses and taming a wolf. There's the cabin. There it is. So, we've kind of gone full circle now, and found a bunch of things, particularly the dye aspects, and we've obviously got some name tags and whatnot. But this still does leave me with a little bit of a problem. We haven't found any new biomes yet, which means that I'm going to have to do a little bit of traveling before I find them. I'm trying to think about where I need to put things. Right, okay. Name tag should be in there. Redstone. Iron horse armor is in here. And we will get a rose bush, the peony, the lilac, and the sunflower. And we will get them all down. I don't know where I want to put them. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be permanent particularly. Oops. There we go. I'll get some of these out of the way. So we've got the 2 high flowers, which is always good. Okay, so I think that that's going to be just about it for today, guys. We've had a little adventure. I'm going to do some clay collecting, I think, off camera, and we'll probably next episode take a look at finishing up the zombie grinder, and then we'll probably go on another quest again, and I'm going to try and probably have to sail somewhere, honestly, to get to something new. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's little adventure, and I hope to see you in the next episode. So until then, guys, see you later, and have a good day.